was a study that came out that essentially measured the top 25 tennis players in the world. And they wanted to see, why are the top five more successful than the other 20 that makes up the top 25? And they were going through trying to understand the differences that made the very successful tennis players and the ultra successful tennis players. And what they came to find was that they all had the same diet. They all had great trainers. They all had access to the best gyms, money, endorsement deals, everything. None of that was a differentiating factor. When they really drilled in as to why the top five players were more successful than all the other ones, they found that it all had to do with mindset. And I encourage you to go and look this up. And the mindset shift that they saw, and it's one of the points that we're going to get into exactly why winners win when it comes to trading, is of course mindset, but specifically looking at the aspect of being forgetful. So how does being forgetful actually help you win in trading? Because when you're forgetful, you're not remembering what happened in the past, which is the whole aspect of forgetfulness, which is why this guy right here is smiling and he's happy, because he's actually making money in the market and profiting. But the reason why is because he doesn't hold on to the past trades that worked out. But on the same token, he doesn't hold on to the past trades that won. He is totally blank. He's totally neutral when it comes to his trading, because he forgets, his mind is wiped clean every single trade he approaches. And that's something so important, because so many traders, when they come into the market, they want to, hold on to the wins and forget the losses. While other traders, they may want to hold on to the losses and not pay attention to the wins. And both of these states will either create what I like to call a positive or negative disposition. And the reason why a negative disposition is just terrible for you in trading is because you're always fixated on the negative. Trading is always hard, is always going to be hard. You can never make it. You're never successful. Everybody hated you in elementary school, whatever, right? You just bring forth all of these negative emotions when it comes to trading. And it manifests in so many different ways, like over trading, hesitation, XYZ. So we can't have a negative disposition, but we also shouldn't have a positive one either. Because if you watch previous videos, we know that when you're very positive towards trading, when you have a very positive disposition, then if it's left unchecked, which often it is, that positivity creates euphoria. And no, not the TV show, but it creates the feeling euphoria, like you're on top of the world. Everything you do wins because you've been having a winning streak. You've been experiencing trade after trade after trade. You feel great. You're in this arena of euphoria. So now you're going to start placing more trades. Now you're going to start placing trades that don't line up to your strategy as well, because subconsciously you think everything you do is just going to win, is going to work out. And this is happening subconsciously without you even knowing about it. That's why we have to be forgetful. Because those tennis players that were top five, whenever they missed a point, they didn't ruminate over it. And that's what they found in their mentality. Whenever they missed a point, whenever they lost a point, whenever they lost a match, they didn't think, man, I wish I could have that back. They weren't thinking, dang it, I should have been better. Their thoughts were, man, I love this game of tennis. Man, I'll get it on the next one. Man, this is an incredible match, right? In other words, they were forgetful of the past matches they lost, but they also had this half full mentality. So we have heard the saying, is it a glass half full or a glass half empty? Well, the top five had the glass half full. When it comes to trading, we do want to stay in this neutral state so we don't ease into this level of euphoria, but we also don't ease into the level of desperation, despair, negativity at the same time. We want to be in this neutral state while trading, which means if you trade the US market, you want to be neutral while you're sitting in front of those charts. However, outside of that, You want to have a half full mentality when it comes to trading, when it comes to analyzing your results to get better, to understand what you did wrong, what you did right. We want to have this half full mentality, not looking at a losing day and saying, man, I lost. This is terrible. There must be something wrong. But instead, you picture a losing day half full, so you're able to better analyze the results, what happened, have a more positive perspective on it so that you can continue in your trading journey. Because if you obsess over the losing trades, over the negative in trading, you will quit so soon. Because trading is truly one of those industries where you can do everything right, but still have a losing streak. It's just part of the game. But having this mentality outside of trading is one huge shift that I see from the successful traders in the market and the traders that just never get it quite right. And the last one, and this may be the most important one that I want to show, why winning traders actually win, why they're successful in the market, why this guy right here is happy. And it's simply due to the aspect of being mechanical. So, what does that mean? Like we already know, like we've been talking about forever, and I'm gonna use a different color to denote the importance. Like we already know, the higher, if I can draw this here, the higher our emotions go up in the market. I know it's terrible handwriting, but the higher our emotions goes up, actually, the less our profit is. Why? Because we know that in order to make money in the market in the long run, we need to have an edge. And that edge is going to actually be our system that we make that's made up of our strategy. What do I mean by that? We have a strategy that has a win rate to it. A win rate or risk reward. This tells us that if we can trade it consistently and flawlessly, then over the span of 100 or 1,000 trades, we should have numbers close to our win rate, which means we won 60 or 30% of the trades, whatever it may be. But the caveat is it has to be consistently and flawlessly executed. And when we have high emotions, our ability to consistently and flawlessly execute without hesitation, without increasing lot size, without chasing trades outside of our strategy, the ability to do that goes down dramatically because when we're emotional, we make emotional decisions instead of just staying mechanical in our trading. Now we can call this mechanical, we can call this rule based, we can call this whatever you want to, algo, whatever it may be, right? But we have to stay mechanical, we have to stay forgetful, we have to stay half full. And the reason why mechanical is that important is because it's able to kill the emotions. That's why I like to recommend, not recommend because this is not financial advice, of course, this is just for entertainment purposes, but I love to guide traders on why they need to switch to a mechanical system. It doesn't mean that you're not trading in the market at all, because everybody should have a trading system that's geared towards their personality. Some traders I know, they could never trade with an algorithm simply because that's not their personality type. They have to be trading. Some traders, prefer to trade with an algorithm because they're like, hey, I don't care as long as it's making money. So it really depends on your personality type. That's why first first step I do is walking traders through, okay, what's your personality type? What type of trader are you? What do you want to see out of the market? What type of time do you have to allocate towards trading? And all of that is going to depend on the type of system that we're able to come up with so that you can truly take advantage of the market. But first and foremost, stop being a trader that just trades the market based on his strategy and tries to trade what he sees, and put that strategy into a system that is mechanical so that you're actually able to start winning in the market. And this is not an exhaustive list, of course, because there's so many different traders that I have been able to meet. There's so many traders that I have had the privilege of talking with, even coaching with, things of that nature. And there's so many different reasons that goes into why the winners actually win and the ones that are not successful in the market, why they're not. But one thing that I can say is that 9 times out of 10, if not more, it always comes down to what they have floating up here in their head, which is their mental space. And from there, typically, it boils down to how forgetful are they? How half full or half empty are they? and how mechanical are they? And if you're able to come and master all three of these points in the market in your own trading, then I truly believe that you will start seeing the benefits come through your trading. And of course, not financial advice, but this is just based on the conversations, the coaching of many traders that I've been able to experience along the way. Now, if you like content like this and you want to learn more about this, you want to learn how can I master my emotions, you want to learn how can I create a system that works great for me, what type of trader am I, what type of strategy should I go towards and turn that into a system, any information like that, check out the link below. Stay updated with everything that we do. And look, this is RD Trades, and I'm out.